and my all-white female jury of my peers. I am here to say this: I didn't do it. Now, the theme of the day is Gone Girl, and what better time for me to wear my full black suit, be as tanned as possible, and proclaim to an audience, I didn't do it. Now, when the MC asked me yesterday what I thought about Gone Girl, I simply replied with, if you were to present me on that day, you would simply say, this man is like Hannibal. He is a serial killer. In fact, I wrote it as cereal, cornflakes. But I'm pretty sure that you all expected me to stab someone. Another thing is, I'm always being blamed for things that I didn't do. In fact, one of my earliest memories of school was when I was in intermediate school. I arrived on the first day, I was one of the earliest people over there, and something so bizarre happened that left the entire teachers bumfuzzled. And what happened on that day was, I sat on my seat, I waited for the morning call, and as soon as one of the teachers said my name, Ahmed Al Basry, the entire power went out in the whole school. I simply stayed where I am, looked up at him, here. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. On the next day, the same thing happened, but this time he decided, I'll be clever, I'll leave his name until the end. Ahmed Al Basry. How are you doing that? I didn't do anything! After that, on the third day, what happened is, he decided, I'm going to circumvent this. Before he called my name, he went and turned off the lights. Ahmed Al Basry, the entire power failure in the entire school. The entire day we were left without AC, and it was an all-male school. You did not want to be there. Now, some of you might feel, it's just one of your little scenarios. It's going to be fine in high school, right? No, it wasn't. In high school is where guys start to be more boisterous. It's where we become more adventurous. It's where, in recess, we simply go about, take water bottles, and throw them onto the fans where they will be hit, and we play dodgeball. We called it extreme dodgeball. So you can imagine on the same day where I was the one who was told, okay, Ahmed, throw it into the fan, see what happens. I threw it up, and at the same time, the overseer of our building walks in. Now, you all want to hear that I managed to get out of it by simply giving puppy eyes. However, what happened was, because I'm a clumsy person, because I sometimes forget, I forgot to turn the fan on. So, I was in the clear from the start. Now, this did not excuse me, as that man and I have had personal gripes. He wants me to simply sign up for any competition he sees, because he wants me to be the monster. And I would have to refuse, simply saying, I don't wanna, I'm lazy, I don't wanna do it. So one time, he decided to enroll me in one of the writing competitions. For anyone in Toastmasters who has ever seen my handwriting, I am the inventor of hieroglyphs. You have seen how my handwriting looks like. You could not read it without someone to interpret it. Unfortunately, it was by handwriting only. I could not use a computer. I was not allowed to. Can you imagine the faces of my teacher as he was explaining that he did not enroll his 5-year-old into the competition? Can you imagine his face, how flustered he was when he had 5 female teachers just sitting on it, trying to decide what this word and this word means? I simply looked at him and said, you're the one who made me do it. I didn't do it by myself. And after that, the next day, he was even more furious. Ahmed, yes? How did you win first place? I don't know, I didn't write anything actually. I just wrote whatever I want. He was so furious that he decided, okay, you know what? From now on, I'm going to mark your writings failure unless you write correctly. Because of him, I had to spend a whole half an hour just writing 3 paragraphs in my test because I had to write them 1 letter at a time. I am always being blamed for things, and it still continues even in college. One time, I was sitting there and I was just performing usual engineering things. Design the circuit, test the circuit, see how it happens. Okay, I'm simply sitting there, leaving it on, and my teacher walks behind me, grabs 2 arc rods. I'm pretty sure you saw them. They're the same things as they use to jumpstart your car. Whenever you hit them, you'll hear psst. Grabs 2 of them, hits them together right behind me. Can you imagine how surprised I was? I simply threw the circuit up, and it landed on him. I didn't do it. You did it by yourself. But then he had a grudge against me. Then he decided, I'm going to make sure that I give him horrible grades if he does not do everything perfectly. In hindsight, it was his fault that led to making our test from computer-based into handwriting-based. He told me through email that he wanted to say, Ahmed, I hate you for this, I hate your handwriting, but congratulations, you've got a high mark. I still hate your handwriting. So all in all, I did not do it. It was my handwriting. Blame it, not me. Back to you, Master of Ceremonies.